Hey guys, welcome to the Oklahoma Taxpayers Unite Studios. You're watching hashtag Let the People Decide. We have a very special guest in studios. It is the fabulous Brooke McGowan. Back from her fabulous Hawaiian paradise.
Vacation for a year.
Yes, welcome back to Red Man Land.
Thank you. This is like coming home.
Sort of.
And it's quite improved.
I was going to say, it's a lot different than when you left.
It's really great. I love what's happening here.
So, for those of you guys who don't know, we're going to talk a lot about what Brooke's been doing in Hawaii and what's going on with the Republican Party out there. And we'll talk more about the petition and how we knew each other in the first place. But Brooke was one of the two ladies that started Oklahoma Taxpayers Unite, and when we first got this whole media operation started, this building was bare bones.
Yeah.
And now...
there's not an empty space.
No, and a lot of the furniture actually was donated by the McGowans for OTU Foundation. So we have a great library here for any conservatives that want to come and read conservative, liberty-based, constitutional material. There's commentary from Glenn Beck and Ann Coulter.
Trevor Loudon.
Oh, yeah, and classics. You know, we were talking about Democracy in America, Alexis de Tocqueville earlier. There's Bastiat in here. We have pocket constitutions that you can hand out to your friends here. But what we do at the bunker is not free, so I do want to give a shout out to some of our patrons. So if you want to support what we do at Oklahoma Taxpayers Unite and OTU Media, then go to www.patreon.com/OTUmedia. You can sign up to be a supporter, soldier, sergeant, officer, co-producer, or a sponsor. And we have a lot of different things that come with those packages. If you're a patron already, thank you so much. Every month, you're what keeps the operation going. You can also go to www.oklahomataxpayersunite.com. There you can find our web store. We have great products like t-shirts, hats, mouse pads. We've also got Active Duty RX Clarity and Focus. So everything that you guys are doing on that end is supporting the fight on this end, and we appreciate that. So we're going to go to break real quick. You'll probably see some videos from our sponsors. These are brave, conservative, God-fearing liberty lovers. So if you see advertisements for the businesses or services during our breaks, please seek these people out and do business with them. So we'll see you after the break with Brooke McGowan.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Krems, the founder and managing partner of Liberty Legal Solutions, LLC. If you are interested in starting a small business in 2020, or you already have a small business and are looking to grow but need legal help, Liberty Legal Solutions is here for you. Liberty Legal Solutions exists to provide legal services to small businesses across Oklahoma so that our clients will seize opportunities in the free market, take individual initiative, and find financial freedom. If you would like to schedule a free consultation, go to our website at www.libertylegalok.com. That's www.libertylegalok.com.
What's up, crypto newbies, lovers, and experts? It's Matt with your Crypto Minute. Let's begin. Cryptocurrencies, coins, altcoins, and tokens. Good grief, what's the difference? Basically, all coins and tokens are called cryptocurrencies, even if they don't act like a currency. Cryptocurrencies other than Bitcoin are often classified as altcoins, or just simply coins. Coins are built on an entirely separate blockchain. Examples would be like Litecoin, Digibyte, or Ether. Tokens, on the other hand, are representations of a utility or an asset that resides on top of a blockchain like Ethereum. Examples of these would be Theta Token and Populus, which are both ERC20 tokens built on top of the Ethereum blockchain. Essentially, Ethereum is a distributed computing platform and operating system with the ability to create smart contracts. Are you looking to understand Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies? Are you looking to buy and get into the space? Reach out to me. My website's in my bio and on this video. I would love to help you out.
Another one drives a truck. Visit cdluniversity.org. At CDL University, and another success, and another success. Another one drives a truck. Hey, gonna help you too. Another one drives a
Dear Miller, CDL University. For some of you, it's already too late. You're standing over in a dirt field, waiting in line to back a truck, and it's been 3 weeks now. If you're going to do this, do it right. Come to CDL University. Get your CDL.
Well, Brooke, here we are.
Here we are.
Back at the bunker.
It's awesome, man. It's
Where
awesome.
you guys belong. I can't. I think I'm gonna get to see Sean later.
Yeah, Shauna stopped by when you speak to me. Just say
Great. I'm so glad that you guys are back in town.
Thank you.
And real quick before we do get to talking about all the exciting stuff that you've been working on, I just want to say what a shame it is that the Democrats are committing open treason in our country right now.
You mean suicide?
And the mainstream media is going along with them and waiting on them hand and foot.
Yeah.
So to our incredible President Donald J. Trump, thank you,
Yeah.
sir, for waging this war.
Man.
And where we go one, we go all.
Amen.
So,
Amen.
thanks for being here. I
You're
know you guys
welcome.
only have so much time in
Yep.
town.
Well, I do want to mention, you said earlier that me and one other woman, that was Rhonda Villamont Smith, but we were not the only people who launched OTU. OTU was a huge conglomerate of a lot of wonderful people, wonderful patriots,
Oh yes.
wonderful folks that are still involved in the fight, in the trenches out there right now. So I want to give a shout out to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Rod and I did do the first hashtag Let the People Decide, and the reason we did that, we started that because we were being misconstrued in the media when they were talking about the teachers' petition.
No.
About
No.
HB 1010X and our petition that we launched with Dr. Coburn. We were being misconstrued at every level of press, whether it was print or on the news every night. So the way we were going to combat that was we got to get our message out, and we did that with your help. And with Todd Tucker's help, and with
Oh yes.
Frosty's help, and so we
Absolutely.
thank you for that.
Yeah, Todd
Awesome.
and Frosty, if you guys are watching,
Yeah.
we need to get the band back together
Yeah, it's
soon.
like
I know.
family reunion.
Yeah, Todd's in Louisiana now, but that's all right. We've evolved to the point where we can very easily do remote shows.
That'd be great.
So if you are a grassroots organization or a grassroots candidate and you need affordable media
Yeah.
to be able to facilitate conversations from coast to coast, or even we're about to tackle
Over the ocean.
yes, we're gonna be bringing Brooke all the way from Hawaii
Yep.
and Tim all the way from
Upstate New York.
New York.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
So you guys stay tuned for that. And that is via something very exciting that you guys have been working on, and that
Right.
is
Right, so this year we launched a nonprofit called MAGA Institute, and MAGA Institute is the vehicle to vet GOP candidates for the primary.
Oh.
So what we're doing, and the party doesn't do that, the party can't do that. Sean and I have been very invested in 3 major state parties, and that was North Carolina, where he was a county chairman and I was on the executive. You cannot vet candidates at that
No.
level. You have to just leave it alone. Then we are involved here, as you well know, in Oklahoma, and now we're involved in Hawaii. Seeing this continuous issue of not being able to let the party say, "I'm sorry, you're a little too left for us." The fact of the matter is if you put an R by your name and you pay the payment of your filing, and that you've been registered for however long, then suddenly you're a Republican.
it's
Well,
funny that
that's
you
not
said
how
pay the
it
pay.
works. Yeah.
Daniel Pay.
Yeah.
62.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So if that's the issue that people are having with the Republican Party, and I think really up until we saw the impeachment process happen, the inquiry and then the vote, the Republicans had been fractured until we finally, I'm seeing some unity right now that is very encouraging. It's like
absolutely.
mind-blowing and beautiful, all of this unity that we see in the Republican Party, which is awesome. But we launched because there wasn't unity, and there was always these issues where an open seat would have 10 to 15 people, and the party was just allowing that. And what happens is that siphons off, and conservatives just get split up.
And let's be honest, President Trump was not receiving the support that he deserved from the Republican Party. Period.
No.
All stop.
Right,
so
right,
this
right.
election cycle might be different, but that's because people have realized you either get on the Trump train or
Right.
you get run over.
Well, we've made some headway.
Yeah.
Jeff Flake is gone. John McCain is deceased.
Mhm.
We've made some headway, with some of these people that we call never Trumpers and these rhinos within.
Oh yes,
within
Supreme
the system.
Court.
Yeah, absolutely.
Seats, yes.
And those are coming open again too. We know that that's going to happen
in the
next
lower
year.
courts. Mitch McConnell,
Oh my gosh,
uncharacteristically
Rocking
lately,
it.
has been very braggadocious
Rocking
about
it.
the court picks. So you can tell that President Trump even has Mitch McConnell energized, because he's got a little more pep in his step whenever he's talking to the media, the lamestream.
Right, they're fighting now. They've got their gloves on. They finally. I think that President Trump has been such an impetus to people having courage and growing a backbone, and finally saying no. This is where the buck stops right here. Mm-hmm. So that's what we're doing in Hawaii too. We're pretty excited. So MAGA Institute is a national conglomerate. We are a nonprofit. We will be offering MAGA certifications to these candidates, and just keep an eye on it. We will have a website soon, but you can find us at MAGA Institute on Facebook. It's a private group.
Great. Awesome. Okay. Well, everybody, we are going to talk some more about what's been going on with the Hawaiian Republican Party. It turns out that there are no shortage of people that are not as conservative as we might. Yeah. I think you might. Are you going to drop some names for us?
No.
Remember, you're back in the bunker. We name names here. Remember. All right, we'll be back after the break.
Now we're back on track. Okay, so Mike McCauley is in the room, and he has a little bit of an announcement for us. Do you guys know who Mike McCauley is? Yeah. All right. Well, he's got a little something he's going to share with us, and we're pretty excited about it. All right. It's yours.
Thank you all. I'm pleased to be here tonight. I'm already making friends. I told Prater Davis he couldn't sit at my table. But anyway, I have been wanting to do this for many, many years, and so there's no better way to do it. Oklahoma County needs a new sheriff in town. My name is Deputy Mike McCulley, and I believe I'm that sheriff. There's a swamp in Oklahoma County. We need a sheriff who serves with honesty and integrity to drain it. This campaign is about restoring faith in the office of the Oklahoma County Sheriff. This campaign is about giving hope to our deputies and staff. To all my brothers and sisters at the Oklahoma County Sheriff's Office, I am asking you to step forward with me as we demand change and seek to rehabilitate the work environment within our department. I am running for Oklahoma County Sheriff to promote vision, work ethic, and merit. For far too long, the Oklahoma County Sheriff's Office has been about backslapping and the good old boys system. I ask for support from my fellow FOP members, but not that of the Oklahoma County Sheriff's Office, FOP 155 itself. I believe its leadership has become a significant part of the problem within the Oklahoma County Sheriff's Office. The Oklahoma County Sheriff's Office will be going through a lot of changes in the coming years. I'm asking for your support as the next sheriff of Oklahoma County, so our taxpayers, citizens, and law enforcement professionals here might once again have confidence in their sheriff. Sheriff McCulley, 2020. Thank you, and God bless Oklahoma County.
That was a pretty big announcement.
Hey, Hey, crypto newbies, lovers, and experts, this is Matt with your Crypto Minute. Let's begin. So, what is a crypto wallet? A crypto wallet can be a physical device, an online platform, a downloadable application, or a special piece of paper. A crypto wallet has both a public and a private key that allows you to send, receive, and store cryptocurrency. Use your public key to receive transactions from others, while your private key grants you full access and control over your funds. Basically, you can use your private key to sign over funds when sending crypto to somebody else. It's extremely important to never share your private key. Oh, and by the way, no cryptocurrency is actually stored on these wallets. Instead, your wallet's primary function is to keep your private keys safe. You see, instead of your funds being on your wallet, it's actually recorded on the public ledger, which is also known as the blockchain. Are you looking to understand Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies? Are you looking to buy and get into the space? Reach out to me. My website's in my bio and on this video. I would love to help you out.
Hello, I'm Michael Ballard, and I'm running for Congress District 5 from the great state of Oklahoma. This election is going to be very important. Do we stay a constitutional republic, or do we go down the dark and evil path of socialism? 4 things I will always consider before I vote on anything. Is it constitutional? If it's not, I will vote no. Does it raise taxes on American citizens? If it does, I will vote no. Does it grow government? If it grows it, I will vote no. Do we really need it? If we don't, I will vote no. I will never forget that I work for the American people and not the other way around. Please check out my website and my Facebook campaign page, Michael Ballard for Congress. May God bless each and every one of y'all, and may God bless the United States of America.
You guys been doing a lot of this there?
No, I haven't done any.
No, you guys have been doing a lot though. I saw Sean has taken up kayaking. Or
No, this is called Canoe Club. He's in the Lanikai Canoe Club. It's an outrigger club, and he's actually they're very serious about it there. We thought it was just going to be something recreational, get in shape for, but they are very serious. Lanikai Canoe Club is the club that he's in, and they are actually, I think, state champions right now.
Oh yeah.
They do these regattas every Sunday during the season. It's very serious.
Well, Sean is a monstrous man, anyways.
They like that he has such a reach.
That's what I was saying.
know?
Size-wise, how does he compare to the natives here?
Yeah, he's a big guy.
That's it. Yeah. Oh yeah. No,
He's
he
a big guy.
is. He's a big guy. So, anyways, now it didn't take long for you guys to get involved with the Republican
I know, and
Party.
that was totally by accident, by the way.
Really?
Yes.
Well, tell us the story. Let's hear it.
So we moved to Hawaii for personal and ministry reasons. I'm sure you can understand that I don't get into a lot of detail about that, but we just decided that we were going to go out there, and while we were there, we decided, before we went, we made this conscious decision that we're just going to back off of politics because for crying out loud, it's Hawaii. You're not exactly going to be able to make a conservative impact
Well,
necessarily. So we thought at the time. And so we were going to rest and just really sit back on our laurels and enjoy our life and do our ministry or whatever. And then, so we moved there on the 10th of January. By mid-February, we were going to the precinct organization meeting.
Well, of course you were.
I don't know why. We were invited. We just went. I wore my MAGA hat.
Just when I thought I was out.
They pulled me back in. So I made great friends. And that's the thing. It's like when you find your tribe, you come alive again. That's what I'm sure how you feel with all the people you surround yourself here. And that's how I feel in Hawaii. So I found a lot of really great friends, my best friends, my family. So it's really great. So Lana. And then it was shortly after that, after the precinct meeting, of course, we did the county convention, and we were active in that. And then I was, just before that, I was asked to chair the Lincoln Day Dinner, which is the major fundraiser for the Hawaiian Republican Party in Hawaii. And that is we brought in Rona McDaniel for our major. It was like $200,000 fundraiser.
I saw a picture of that.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And it was a major undertaking, and I didn't really know what I was getting into, and I said yes, because I always want to be of help. When someone asks, say, hey, I need your help in this way, I know you have expertise in XYZ, will you help me out? And I'm like, well, you know, I always want to be where I can be of service. So. And
I'm sure the wine was delicious.
The wine is good. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to be of service, so we put that event on. It was a major success. It was great. And, you know, of course, we had state convention, and I just sort of fell back a little bit from it and had 3 jobs, was working really hard, a lot of things going on, dealing with MAGA Institute, launching that nonprofit. But so as time progresses, and then you realize, okay, we're really getting we're getting down to the wire, you know. It's time to start thinking about the 2020 elections.
Now, listen, I want everybody to know what your other job. Brooke sacrifices time in a fabulous life. You're a wine by trade. You get to socialize and tell people what to
drink.
Yes, it's a great life, right?
Yeah, I work at it's a wine boutique. One job. Another job, I work for a movie producer. I'm just doing some assistant stuff for him, who's out in Hawaii, and then. I was at a wine bar, but I left it just because I was taking a lot of time to do the evenings. Working for a wine bar is a lot of time. I didn't drink on the job. What are you talking about? I did get a nice little discount. Anyway, I had to leave that job, but I'm still very busy in other ways. So then we were realizing how close we're getting to the election, and it's time to really get back involved. So I launched in early November, and I think November 20th was our first meeting. I launched what's called Wahine for Trump, which Wahine is the Hawaiian word for women. So it's Women for Trump in Hawaii.
Oh, okay. I saw these signs.
Yeah, signs and women and holding the flags and wearing our hats. And basically what we're doing right now is just really trying to grow the party. I'm also on the Team Trump Hawaii 2020 campaign team. And that is as their social media director. So,
oh my!
But that's a lot of fun. It all coalesces. Everything's very.
We need to talk, girl.
Everything is very combined. My MAGA Institute work, the Wahine for Trump work, Hawaii Republican Party work, and Team Trump Hawaii work is all basically.
And your roots here with Oklahoma Taxpayers Unite. And
absolutely, and I'm friends with we're very close still to the Oklahoma Republican Party as well as the North Carolina Republican Party. So these are all great things that are happening. It's very exciting. Hawaii is extremely blue. I'm sure everybody knows.
Oh yeah, that's deep blue land.
Seriously blue, but I'm gonna give you some stats. So there's 1.4 million people in Hawaii, all of the islands, and there's like 137 islands in the archipelago. How do you say that? All of the chain of islands.
Archipelago.
Whatever. And I can't even say it. And so there's 1.4 million people there, but 700,000 are registered. So there's half right there not even registered to vote. Some of them might not be. Citizens, but that's beside the point.
Now, did you tell me that you had record voting in 2016?
Yeah, I'm getting to that.
Okay,
so 1.4 million people are there. 700,000 people vote are registered to vote. Almost half of that voted, and 100. So that's like 400,000. 300 and something thousand. 138,000 people voted for Trump in Hawaii in 2016, which means the other 300 or 280 or whatever voted for Hillary or Green Party or whatever. But 24,000 registered Republicans in the state of Hawaii.
Whoa! So you're saying that you eclipsed the.
We eclipsed it by huge margins.
Oh man,
but
Hillary was such a terrible candidate.
Of course.
Anyways, I tell you what, we'll take a break and then we can come back. I'm gonna bash on Madam Cyberhack and Bernard Sanders for a while, and then we'll talk some more about what's been going on with MAGA Institute and the Hawaii Republican Party. Cool. All right, we'll be right back.
What's up, newbies, crypto lovers, and experts? This is your Crypto Minute with Matt. Let's begin. Do you hold your cryptos on an exchange? Do you keep them on a platform like Coinbase? Well, then let me ask you, do you want to lose your money? Stop being stupid and quit storing your money on these platforms. These platforms are prime targets for hackers and price manipulation because it's all centralized. What? I thought you said all cryptos were decentralized. Many cryptos are decentralized, but old habits die hard. Many of the cryptos and their networks are decentralized, but the moment you take that asset and you park it on an exchange, it is on a company centralized platform and you no longer have full control over that asset. Exchanges are not banks. These are merely created to enter, trade, and exit the market. If you keep your money on an exchange, you are jeopardizing your wealth. Are you looking to understand Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies? Are you looking to buy and get into the space? Reach out to me. My website's in my bio and on this video. I would love to help you out.
Life comes at you fast. Good people. Great friends. The love of a good woman. It's not always fair.
Which way you going, boy?
Did you hear what happened? That boy has no right.
They got Dale.
What?
Who got Dale?
I didn't do anything.
Sheriff? Should hang for that. So this day, they gonna know. If they take one of us, they gonna have to take us all.
I never meant for this to happen.
Hey guys, welcome back.
Aloha.
We're here with Brooke McGowan, and Brooke, we took a look at a trailer for a movie that's coming out here in February from Notice Studios, and a bunch of us were involved in this project. It's about the Tulsa race riots. It's called Black Wall Street Burning. So you said you're working with somebody that's doing a movie. What do you?
Well, he's a movie producer, sure. It's called Moving to Movement. His name is Jason Jones. He writes for Stream and Catholic Voice and all these. He's an activist. Right now, the movie that he is working on is with Benjamin Watson, who's going around and interviewing. It's a documentary. It's called. Okay, we've changed the names a couple. It's been a working title. I think right now it's called America's Divided Heart, and it's with Benjamin Watson, who's talking about the birth of the Democrat Party and where that. So Benjamin Watson, the NFL Patriot player, right? Yeah. Major guy and social influencer. He's been on social media for years. He talks about the unity of the family and God and great stuff. And but which is interesting is he's a Democrat, but he's talking about the Democrat Party, so he's learning.
You know what's so interesting to me is also that President Trump identifies a lot with Andrew Jackson.
Yeah.
And so the genesis of the Democrat Party and a system that was gridlocked by a one party or a raw political power being in control. It's interesting to me. So I find that funny, but you're talking about, I remember the numbers of the Republicans that you have in Hawaii. I think about how spoiled we are here in the state of Oklahoma to have 1 million Republicans. There's 1 million registered Republicans I mean, we have 4 million people
Right.
in the state, but for us to have a party that is so robust that we have 1 million registered Republicans and we can't mobilize and organize for President Trump the way that we need to. I think that we are now, actually. A party of 1 million people doesn't support itself either.
No.
It needs money, it needs funding, it needs support to live and breathe. So Chairman McLean actually has totally rehauled the website for the OKGOP. So go to okgop.com.
Yeah.
Chairman McLean has asked everyone to donate $20 a month for 20 months. It's the 2020 challenge. It's going to help us unseat Kendra Horn and support President Trump adequately. So get involved. Now with the Hawaiian Republican Party, though, the numbers that you're talking about are.
So the thing is we don't register as party. When we moved and we got a driver's license and we registered to vote in the state of Hawaii, they didn't ask for our party affiliation at all. So you're not even registered under a party. The way they have 24,000 in their rolls is just by volunteering. I want to be a Republican in Hawaii. So it's like, I want to be on the list, or I want to be contacted. Who does that? Not very many people want to be contacted or want to be on the list. So the job of us and the party and the delegate, or not the delegates, the precinct, I'm also precinct, whatever. Our job is to go out and find and locate those people, identify them, put them on the rolls, so that we add to the numbers, get them involved. The Trump campaign and the Hawaii Republican Party in Hawaii, and I know it's happening here, are in lockstep. We have an incredible chairwoman and then our chairman for the Trump campaign. There is no daylight between their decisions and what they're doing, and that's because the Trump campaign and Hawaii and the Republican National Committee have said, y'all can combine this. And while we're not really focusing a lot of funds into the Hawaii Republican Party, you can spend your time while you're building on this Trump momentum. You can spend your time working on those down ballot candidates, filling those spots. We have 4
building wartime infrastructure.
We have 4 Republicans in the House, 1 Republican in the Senate. So if we're not using this Trump momentum, we're wasting an incredible opportunity.
100%. Yep. I thought so. I thought it was ridiculous that in the 2018 cycle, the Republican Party didn't pick up more ground. I felt like in Oklahoma, I feel like a lot more blue dirt should have turned
totally
red. But
better do it for 20. Better do it this year.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And the detractors or the people who were in control solidly of the party here said, well, you're not there, you don't know how to do it. Well, we're getting there.
We are getting there, and the Democratic Party, as I mentioned earlier, is committing suicide on the regular, and it's a beautiful sight to see. So there's going to be change coming.
Yep, and
get on that train, people.
The implosion of the deep state as well. You know, I feel like we're in the era of the fall of big government. It's happening worldwide, especially
Hong Kong,
we saw that beautiful footage of the Hong Kongers singing the United States national anthem.
That makes my hair stand up.
The implications of that in human history are beyond.
I don't know that people really understand that. That China was. What did they do? Sign a lease. Hong Kong signed a lease for 100 years, and that is they're having to cash that in now, and that's why Hong Kongans are throwing their tyranny off.
Actually, it's another 20-something years before they're supposed to cash in, but
they're paying attention to it now.
And they're starting to extradite people back to mainland China. That's what really lit the whole thing off. Was a bill to extradite suspects back to the mainland for trial. So it didn't matter that Hong Kong was autonomous. They would just drag these people back to the mainland to be able to prosecute.
Well, genocide is happening in China on a record. We don't know about it because we don't understand who the Uyghurs are. The Uyghurs are a Muslim sect in China who have been basically picked for killing. Like the Communist Party wants to just kill them off.
Open genocide happening in South Africa now too, with white farmers being dispossessed of their property and slaughtered, and nobody at the UN and Greta Thunberg and whoever else, nobody seems to be worried about that stuff. But anyways, all right, that's getting a little off track. I have a tendency to do that and rant and rave, but I'll do that whenever we don't have such a magnanimous guest in. So we're gonna be right back after the break. Hit it.
Introducing all new Safe Natural Relief. A cannabinoid-rich, clarity and focus formula with 17 essential supplements. When it matters most, you've got a job to do. Anxiety isn't an option. Programmed to keep you moving. A product exclusively manufactured for Active Duty RX by Cantech Labs.
Hey newbies, crypto lovers and experts, this is Matt with your Crypto Minute. Let's begin. Do you ever hear people say things like this? Bitcoin is fake money, it's a total scam. What? Do you see this? Do you know what this dollar bill says? This note is legal tender for all debts, public and private. This dollar bill is a unit of debt. Our current system is nothing but debt owed to the Federal Reserve. And did you know that the Federal Reserve is a private bank complete with shareholders? This private institution has been given permission to create money out of thin air and to loan it to our government with interest. This system naturally creates inflation and devalues our money every year. It is a hidden tax on the people, and it is a complete Ponzi scheme. And did you know that we pay the Fed back with our income tax? You tell me which is the biggest scam. Are you looking to understand Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies? Are you looking to buy and get into the space? Reach out to me. My website's in my bio and on this video. I would love to help you out.
Hey everybody, Todd Tucker here, and everyone who knows me knows I love to read a great book, and right now I'm reading this incredible novel by local author Richard Engel. All you have to do is go to LastAmericanPresident.com and say big right now in this book. The Last American President is a story about political intrigue, romance, betrayal set against the backdrop of the dissolution of the United States of America. It's great reading, and when you go to LastAmericanPresident.com, LastAmericanPresident.com, use the promo code OTU, you're going to save money. And not only that, but half the price comes back to OTU. So half the proceeds from this book come back so you can watch great programming like you see on the OTU Media Network every day. LastAmericanPresident.com. I highly recommend this book. Read it today.
All right. Trump is still your president. Newsflash. I just want you to know.
And he will be for 5 more years.
Oh, yes. Actually, I think Mike Huckabee might have been trolling us.
He was trolling everyone.
Yeah, but
people are still saying that, though. Okay, tell them what you're talking about.
Okay, so for those of you who do not spend ridiculous amounts of time on the interwebs, Mike Huckabee put out a tweet, and it was hilarious, but people took it really seriously.
They're still contacting me in PM saying, is it possible that since he blah, 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 that he can run for a 3rd term? Like, no, please read your Constitution.
Yeah, so Mike Huckabee announced that he was running Trump's re-election for 2024 because of some statutorial provision that if you got impeached in your 1st term, you could run for...
If you were impeached but not removed.
Yeah, that's it.
That made it all just... whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Impeached for what? I'm not exactly...
A hoax?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no. And the scariest part of this to me, to bring it to make it very real for people is, you know, President Trump is a good man. He's doing a good job as president of the United States. He broke no walls. And he has been putting America first and making America great again. And he has the support of the electorate. An overwhelming amount of the electoral college, and will again in 2020. And yet, the other side, through controlled opposition and raw political power, again, has managed to weaponize the intelligence apparatuses of not just the United States of America, but other Five Eyes countries against American citizens like Carter Page to get warrants in the most intrusive court in the land, the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance
Based
Court.
on fake information in a dossier.
Bought and paid for.
Bought and paid for by the DNC and Hillary Clinton. So yeah, it's all going to come out though. What we're very encouraged by is we've sat here for a year and a half and talked about deep state, and we're really seeing the culmination.
Oh, and we were kooks back then. Now it's like
it's everywhere now.
Yeah,
Ron and I would talk about people like, why are you talking about this? Where we go, when we go, oh, what does that mean? Okay, people, catch up. It's time to play some catch up.
Q sent me for sure.
Q sent us. So very exciting things ahead. This impeachment that wasn't, though, that's pretty cool too, because people were contacting, and I was thinking about this as well when the impeachment vote went through. So I don't know if you've listened to prophecies by Kim Clement and Mark Taylor, the firefighter from Florida. But Kim Clement, who's deceased now, but he had a prophecy, I think 2007, maybe way before Trump was even on the radar, even before Obama was president, talking about this man that would come in, and you've got to watch it if you haven't already seen it. It's Kim Clement, Clement, spelled like the Pope. But anyway, the prophecy said people will say impeach, 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 and he won't be impeached. And same for Mark Taylor in his prophecies. And so when you hear that he got impeached the night of the vote, I was very discouraged and thinking, well, wait a second. That's it was sad. I was like, because if a prophecy is prophesied and then something about it is false, then it's a false prophecy, and that's a false prophet. So that makes you a little worried, right? Deuteronomy. But then 2 days later, Noah Feldman, their own constitutional Democratic lawyer from whatever Harvard or Yale, wherever he's from, he says if she doesn't move the articles forward, it's not an impeachment. And I'm like, woo!
Well, besides that, the words that were used to describe the impeachment were weak and thin.
Sure.
It's but the entire process. That's just the flavor of the week.
Yeah.
For me, the root of all of this is how scary it is that our government has gotten to a place where people at the top that wield so much power can rationalize the complete evisceration of our constitutional rights. It's like it's nothing
while
but a piece of
saying
paper.
I'm protecting the Constitution. Every one of them stood up there and said that. It is with solemn heart that I have to vote for the Constitution and vote for these impeachment articles. And you just wanted to vomit all over the place because they were making such a spectacle and an ass of themselves. Total asses of themselves.
No, and we weren't spared from that here with our own 5th District, Kendra Horn, voting for impeachment.
Right.
No matter what she told the people back here in Oklahoma in those coffee shops.
She's a liar.
Remember that.
She's a liar.
We know what you are.
She's
Listen, if you're a Democrat in America in 2020, you are an anti-American subversive terrorist, and you need to go register as an independent or a Republican right now. Superdelegate walking bosses run your party, and it's going down in flames because it's an extension of Bill and Hillary Clinton, who, by the way, I'll bet you $10 to a barn dance that Hillary Clinton is running against President Trump in 2020.
We've been saying that for a year, though. We've been saying that for a year.
Watch.
Well, that hashtag walk away, just do it. Don't waste any more time. Get out of the crazy. Get out of the crazy.
Yeah.
It's
Stop the
unbelievable.
madness.
There are 32 Democrat representatives that in 2016, their districts went Trump. That means, along with Kendra Horn, there are 31 other one-hit wonders. Well, they're not all one-hits, but there are 31 others that need to go by the way the
But Bloomberg and Sally's List and Everytown USA and all of these liberal think tanks, Planned Parenthood, all these extensions of the DNC, they dumped a ton of money in 2018, and they're going to take another swing. That we need to be set up. We need to be ready. So
listen, if it takes money, on the day on the day the House voted to impeach him, supposedly, if that's what you want to call it. The Trump campaign and the RNC, because they're combined, raised over $5.2 million in one day.
That's it.
In November, they raised over $22 million in 1 month. So if it's going to be a head-to-head, the people are pulling out their checkbooks.
Oh.
The conservatives, the Republicans, the supporters of Donald Trump, even the Democrats for Trump that we saw at the rally yesterday.
That's why I
are putting their
promise
money out
you
there.
it will be Hillary. See, whenever the Democrats go to convention, not a single candidate, there's many by design, will get a majority of the delegates. They only just eliminated their superdelegate system in the first round. But whenever no one consolidates a majority of the delegates, it will go to the second round and the superdelegates will be in control of the election again. Just like when they stole it from Bernie Sanders.
Poor old Bernie.
And he rolled over
and
gave every single dollar to the DNC and
they
Hillary
had
Clinton.
his in a vice.
Oh, most
they
definitely.
Still do.
For sure. But that's why you will see this, is because they will decide that nobody else can outraise President Trump, and that only Hillary and she got the popular vote, and she'll be able to. You would have to outspend President Trump 6-1. I think she outspent him 4-1 in 2016, and still lost. She's the least electable candidate in the history of the United States. But anyways,
that's why immigration has been and the migration has been the way it has with the Obama and the Holder push for. What's it called when they move it around? Just redistricting the districts.
They call it people, not politics.
People, not politics.
In fact, you know what? We're going to go to break, but when we get back, we are going to talk about this people, not politics.
Okay.
All right, stick with us.
Introducing all new, safe, natural relief. A cannabinoid-rich, clarity and focus formula with 17 essential supplements. When it matters most, you've got a job to do. Anxiety isn't an option. Programmed to keep you moving. A product exclusively manufactured for Active Duty RX by Cantech Labs.
Hey newbies, crypto lovers and experts, this is Matt with your Crypto Minute. Let's begin. As a Christian, I often hear this about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Matt, Bitcoin is the one world currency that's going to enslave us all. I don't know about that. In fact, the dollar has a better chance of doing that than Bitcoin. You see, Bitcoin's distributed network is entirely decentralized. No one person or government could actually control it. Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies is a revolution. It's literally the separation of state and money. And besides, there are many other cryptocurrencies besides Bitcoin. You don't have to just use one. Every government could assign every regulator, bureaucrat, politician, central bank to go and stop Bitcoin and smash every copy, but as long as there's one copy left, it can reproduce itself 1 trillion times over. Are you looking to understand Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies? Are you looking to buy and get into the space? Reach out to me. My website's in my bio and on this video. I would love to help you out.
Hey everybody, Todd Tucker here. Are you tired of Big Mobile making deals with dirty DC politicians to amplify liberals and silence conservatives like you? Do you want the same quality of service that you get from your current provider without supporting leftist, anti-American subversives like Kendra Horn and Nancy Pelosi? Well, Patriot Mobile can help you, and they can make a great deal. Ask what Patriot Mobile can do for you, and ask what Patriot Mobile can do for your country. Call Patriot Mobile today at 877-367-7524. 877-367-7524. Be a patriot. Join Patriot Mobile.
All right, guys, welcome back. And we're going to talk about actually a very, very serious topic right now. And this is this redistricting push from Obama-era Attorney General Eric Holder and Barry Soetoro, Barack Obama himself.
Yep.
So what's happening is, instead of having the elected officials that are in a state just
break up the districts.
Break up the districts that they represent. They want to vest that power in these different citizens panels that are based on all kinds of leftist, liberal, social justice warrior criterion about what equality and so on and so forth, and judges and things that they know are predominantly left-leaning.
Right.
And it's insidious because it's a very complex issue, but it has the ability to radically change the political landscape. I think we saw that in
North Carolina.
Oh, and somewhere else.
Virginia.
Yes, Virginia.
We'll talk about Virginia in a second.
Okay.
First, let's talk about this. These 10 target states that Obama and Holder have really put on their radar, on their, you call it's called People Not Politics, but also their website is called allontheline.org. And those 10 states are, and you'll recognize what's happening in each one of these states. Arizona, remember the teachers' strikes? Texas, hello. Colorado, Florida, North Carolina, which, as we just mentioned, Wisconsin, Georgia, Michigan, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. That's in their sights. Of course, Oklahoma has been. We've got the District 5 to deal with. But yeah, so those are their 10 target states. And what's happening in North Carolina, as you saw, Mark Meadows has just announced that he's not going to run for re-election. He's been redistricted. Mark Walker's been districted. Dan Forrest knew, Lieutenant Governor Dan Forrest knew this was coming early on. He went to a governor's meeting up in D.C. where he was sitting next to Terry McAuliffe, who started talking to him and the other governor on the other, or Lieutenant Governor on the other side of him, thinking that he was a Democrat, and told him what was happening. It was like, we are pushing, we are going, we are going to redistrict, we're doing all this. And when he found out that Dan Forrest was a Republican, he's like, well, we're not going to do it exactly the way, trying to backpedal. So we've got 10. Was
there a hot mic?
Yeah, well, I don't know about that, but Dan Forrest reports it, and it's happened. It happened long after.
No, I mean, I would believe it.
It would be
These
great.
people are so ridiculous.
So we have Senate target states too. We need to discuss.
Okay.
Republicans do. MAGA. What we're doing, we're concentrating on Kansas because Roberts is not running again for re-election in 2020. Gary Peters in Michigan needs replacing by an incredible man named John James. He's a African American pilot, I think from the Marine Corps. You may have seen him before. He's running for Senate. Minnesota, Tina Smith. She's a Democrat. She needs replacement. She's got to go in Minnesota. New Hampshire, Jay Shaheen needs replacing. Tom Udall is not rerunning in New Mexico, so pay attention to that. New Mexico. Dick Durbin. Illinois, strong armor.
Them Durbins.
Peggy Hubbard is running against him. It is long overdue that he gets out of the Senate. Cory Booker, come on, what the heck has he ever done for New Jersey? It's time for him to go. Tennessee is a target because Lamar Alexander is no longer running. And then Wyoming, Mike Enzi is not going to run for re-election. So now in Georgia, the governor appointed Kelly Loeffler instead of, we were hoping for Doug Collins for the appointment. But Doug really had his day in the impeachment hearings, and he needed to stay in the House. But Isaacson left, so Kelly Loeffler was replaced, and I think she's a MAGA candidate. So we're watching all of these states, and we're going to be coordinating with each one of these states and the admins of each state.
And I'm not as impressed with a lot of House members as everybody else is right now, because it was blatantly obvious long ago that all of these different flagrant violations of constitutional rights of Americans and supposed checks and balances in the system were just being thrown to the wind. And again, nobody was supporting President Trump until it was evident that he was going to be the winner. And so...
Well, a lot of people were, but then the masses arise.
Right, I'm just saying, there's a lot of summertime soldiers right now.
Yeah.
And we see you. We remember who was with us in the beginning, for sure.
Right. And we got your back, President Trump.
Yeah, that's right. And so is there anything else that you guys are working on or that you want to talk about or with MAGA Institute that people need to be excited about?
It's still very infancy, as you know. You're trying to help us figure out a way to do our weekly show. But if you'll just go to the Facebook page, MAGA Institute, it is a private group. We've been shadow banned by Facebook dozens and dozens of times. No. We're trying to figure out ways to really reach you that's not through Facebook, and we'll discuss that later. We've got something that we're juggling around, trying to figure out funding for. So yeah, I'm very excited where things are going this year. We've got to move fast though, because it's 10 months away. It's 10 months. Actually, it's 6 months from a primary.
Yeah, exactly. And
that's really where we work.
The primaries are really important here in Oklahoma right now. So again, that vetting.
You have a lot of candidates running for 5. A lot of Republican candidates.
And the vetting process for Republicans here has been shoddy. It's been shoddy.
Well, there is none, as you know.
Exactly.
And so MAGA Institute's going to step up, and we will provide you with our MAGA candidate for District 5.
Yes. Okay, great.
Not yet, but soon.
Good. I mean, hey, there's a Terry niece. Take her on.
It might be her.
Hi, Terry.
She's great.
Hey,
she's
all
great.
right.
It might be Terry.
Brooke, thank you for coming in.
What's this, a handshake?
That's the formality, but this is because you're family. Thank you guys for joining us, and as always, to our supporters, we really appreciate you supporting the broadcast, supporting the signal, everything that we're doing here. We bring you the information, and we let the people decide. So everybody keep cranking. We're on the front lines. The party is doing great. The Young Republicans Convention the other day went great. That was people see this, that'll be 2 weeks ago, and we're going to be bringing you some more information about that. But stay tuned, log on to the website, keep clicking, subscribing, liking, sharing, and everything, and we will see you next week.
Hey newbies, crypto lovers, and experts, this is your Crypto Minute with Matt. Let's begin. I still don't understand what Bitcoin is or a cryptocurrency. Can you please explain it to me in layman's terms? Bitcoin is a peer-to-peer, digital, decentralized, and encrypted currency that is limited in supply and is both a payment system and a currency. Bitcoin does not require a third party to validate or verify transactions or to store it. You are the sole owner of that asset and you are fully responsible for keeping it safe. The protocol that governs Bitcoin and mines Bitcoin is not controlled by a single person, company, or government. It's also an open and decentralized network that maintains a ledger on millions of computers around the world. Through the protocol, consensus is met across the network in order to prevent double spending. Each ledger is recorded with the same information worldwide. Are you looking to understand Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies? Are you looking to buy and get into the space? Reach out to me. My website's in my bio and on this video. I would love to help you out.
Hi, I'm Leslie Nesmith, host of Me, Myself, and Liberty right here on OTU Media. I'd like to ask you to go to www.patreon.com/OTU Media to support us. By going to patreon.com, you are supporting everything that we do here at OTU Media and Oklahoma Taxpayers Unite. We are getting the word out, so join us.
Over 20 years ago, Alex Jones created the media platform called InfoWars, and in the decades since, it's grown into a truly remarkable institution with over 200 radio affiliates, tens of millions of unique website visitors monthly, and a 24/7 live news TV channel broadcasting from state-of-the-art studios in Austin, Texas. InfoWars has become the most trusted independent news source in the country, dedicated to delivering breaking news, live coverage of special events, and exclusive reports you won't find anywhere else. While the old guard media struggles to maintain supremacy in a landscape rocked by innovation and technology, InfoWars has been at the forefront of the information revolution. From 8 million radio listeners, over 2 million YouTube subscribers, or the billions of views of our online content, InfoWars proves dominant in every facet of media we enter. For the hardest-hitting reports, uncompromising analysis, for high-profile interviews and bombshell revelations, accept no substitutes. Demand truth. Demand InfoWars. InfoWars. Tomorrow's news today.
This is undoubtedly the most important broadcast we've ever done.